Tsume desu. And we're doing KSP today, because they gave us a new challenge, and, well, I want to play more because I need to learn how to play the game with the new physics engine, so we're gonna play it. And, as is KSP tradition right now, no, face stuff, because, well, the game needs another optimization pass, or 7. So, yeah, we're just gonna start a new campaign, just call this one Eve Ship. So I remember which one this is. Turn off that. Pick our default thing. Set this to some nice colors. Beautiful. And let's get in there. So yeah, we're gonna attempt to do the weekly challenge today. We'll see how it goes. I have lowered the settings quite dramatically and frame capped this to 30 in the game, just to try to get it to run a little better. It is working. I could pause? Does it stay paused if I go to the VAP? I didn't notice that last time I was messing around with this. I do have a pending video I'm gonna put up at some point whenever I finish it, that I was doing the other day, but I haven't finished that just yet, so soon. Now, do we want to take a lot of people or not a lot of people? You know, we should probably take not a lot of people. Okay, so we need approximately 7,000 Delta V to get off of Eve. We are going to attempt to do a trip to Eve and back. Now, I don't know how good that's going to go, but we are going to at least attempt it. So right now, we want to see where's Eve in this thing. There it is. Okay. So, we estimate we need about 4,000 to get off the planet and get into orbit. We need another entry exit. Is that just to leave? Another 1,000 to leave. Yeah, I feel like we can narrow this down quite a lot. We're gonna need a lot of Delta V, to say the least. We know we need about 4, this is good for getting off the planet, off Kerbin, for sure. Because we know it's gonna be about 4,000 to get into orbit, another 1,000 or so just to break Kerbin's sphere of influence, if we get our orbit right, and then we have to try to aim for an Eve intercept, which might be a little difficult. But the first thing we need is we're gonna need to slap a cool. We need a parachute. Let's see where they had those. That's a radial. There we go. All right. So this is our actual capsule. Now, where are the heat shields? What are those under? I never remember. Is there a section for thermal? I don't think there is. Is it in structures? No. Ah, there's thermal. Okay. Too small. There we are. Okay. Heat shield. So this is our return vessel. So grab some... Do we want a coupler or a stack separator? Stack separators cause more debris. But I'm always paranoid I'm going to put these on backwards. It's fine. Stack. So this is what we're going to use to enter Kerbin. At ridiculously high speeds. Because I'm doing this cheap. We'll try to do this a little more efficiently some other time. Well, at this point, I'm just trying to make it to Eve, and we'll see what happens from there. We will consider this a success if I land on Eve, period. And I am definitely known for overbuilding rockets, so this shouldn't be a problem. So, this is our return vessel, so we're gonna need some really good Oh, that thing is massive. Okay, that's going there. I forget how massive hydrogen is. Good xenon it. It's hyper efficient, the xenon. It takes forever to accelerate, but it's ridiculously efficient. Like, how much? 36,000 Delta V. That's absurd. We have a green light with just this stage. Now, there's no way we're getting off the planet with just this engine, but we have more Delta V in this stage than we need for the entire journey. We might reuse this ship at some point for something else. This is our return vessel. Honestly, is there a smaller xenon tank? It's only the... Oh, there's these ones. $14,000. Alright, that's 23 just in that. 23,000 Delta V in just that package. That's absurd, to say the least. Now, trying to think about this in a way that makes sense, because we're going to need a battery. Maybe 2, just to be on the safe side. That's still a ludicrous amount of Delta V once we get off of Eve's surface. This is basically all we're going to need, in theory. As long as we, you know, we're going to have to plan our maneuvers very well, but we should only need this stage to come back to Kerbin. And then we just abandon the back end once we're in a entry orbit and then come in the pod. Very, very efficient. Got some batteries. We're gonna need some solar panels. I am very partial... 1x6. Retractable? Oh yeah, we like retractables. Oh, you know what we're also gonna need? Monopropellant. And a gyro. Okay, so we're also gonna need a stabilizer. If I can find the thing. Is that utility now? Yeah, here we are. Okay. Yoink. Stabilizer, mono, there. Okay, then we're gonna want 4 times symmetry on these. Here. And here. That gives us all our degrees of motion, at least in this little packet. We've got a good amount of solar panels on there. We've got batteries. We've got monopropellant. We've got basically everything we need for our return journey. Or honestly, our journey to Eve, if we really wanted. Like, if everything goes horribly, this could just go to Eve. It's got plenty of Delta V. I mean, we still have... Yeah. We've half of our Delta V needed just here. For the whole round trip. Estimated Delta V. I don't expect this to go well. Now, we need to build a actual launch stage. The launch stage itself needs to have approximately 7,000 Delta V just to get us into orbit. Now, we can skip a little bit because we just need to get in a almost orbit, and then this stage can do the rest. I hate how these fairings work on these particular engines. Okay. Did we put this whole thing in a fairing? I'm kind of tempted to put the whole thing in a fairing. Actually, right here. Then straight up. Beautiful. Okay, that whole packet is in a fairing. While we're here, let's get our preferred Gerbin, or Kerbal. There we go. So there is our return vessel in a nice, neat packet. I like it. We want to blast this fairing off much, much earlier than... Well, do we really need it in a fairing? It's mostly because it just looks ridiculous stuck on the end, but honestly, we don't need it. We really don't. There's no real need. It's plenty aerodynamic as it is. Let's get us some nice Methalox containers. This might be overkill, honestly. I don't really know. Let's see. I want a... Is it the mainsail, or is there a bigger one? I think the main is the... You're the big boy, right? Yeah, you've only got 3,000, though. What is your numbers? 256. Could do vectors. Better specific impulse. What's the thrust? Max thrust, 700. Oh, yes, so much more. But what we can do is... Over here in structure... Put one of you on here. I get some vectors. I do something like that. That is actually less delta V somehow. I do like that setup a lot better. Let's give it more... Just, does it need more fuel? Is that all it needs? I need 7,000 delta V. Oh... This is estimating 8,000. And that's with a good burn as well. Still only 4,000. Now, I'm also trying to think of how am I going to land this monstrosity on the planet. Actually, that might be easier than I initially think. Because what we can do is we can kind of glide it in. It's very thick atmosphere, so we can just parachute. So I'm sure why I'm worried. We just parachute our way in, nose to sky when we get there. and it should be fine. The issue we're running into is getting enough Delta V to move this thing off of this planet. This is Methalox, right? Yeah. I don't like that it's oddly shaped. Like, why is there not... Oh, they do round ones. They're just hidden. That being said, could make use of it for boosters. That's only 3,000. I gave it so much more gas. What else can we do here? That did not snap where I wanted. That's also off. That looks better. Now group all of you together. It's honestly not much better. It's only 4,000 for this tiny payload. No idea. How much can I get out of this? That's 9,000. Is that 9,000 in atmosphere? It's much better in vacuum. But it could work. Okay, let's save. Let's just give it a test real fast. Can this fly? It's only 2,000 Delta V down here. And not enough thrust. Okay. Confirmed, that's not gonna work. It'll work great for the interplanetary stages, because we're gonna need more oomph than the Xenon can give us with the big version. But we need to build something that has 7,000 Delta V on the ground under this. And then find a way to fly it all the way out there. Okay. Two of these, and what's the small... the good one? Is it the vector? That's only 1,000. We need more oomph. That's for sure. So let's go big. Let's give it some extra ridiculous fuel. And then slap a bunch of things on the bottom and see if this is enough. It's only 2,000. Okay. But you. It's also 2,000. Not quite sure why I'm having such a hard time getting proper Delta V on this thing. This normally isn't that much of a problem for me. I'm usually overbuilding my weight ratios. That's 5,000. Okay. That's not bad, actually. Now, one thing comes to mind. We're going all the way to Eve. I don't exactly have a way to get out. And, like, plant the flag. Where are my maneuvering thrusters? Here we are. Beautiful. That's only... Why'd it go down to 4,000? All I did was add mono. It's fine. It's being extra annoying. That goes down to... It's going down by adding more thrust? What? Oh, that was awful. That's better, I guess. That is not at all where I put that. That's much better. All right, and down here. Oh, why does it keep tilting the camera ridiculously while I'm trying to work? There we go. All right, some struts to help keep this thing stable. Same thing up there. Just trying to keep it stable. Okay. Save. Time for another test. See how much Delta V this thing actually has, because I don't believe that readout at all. What is all these extra stages? Why'd it go down even more? Let's just see how much we actually get out of it. Way later than I would have normally liked to turn, but I've been having some issues with the turning for gravity turns lately, so... Oh, now it's 2,500 with just this up here. I feel like this might not be enough, but I honestly don't know. It's wobbling for no good reason. But look at it, it's wobbling, and why? Okay, what did we just achieve? Oh, we're in a straight escape. In fact, we've burned in that one stage well past our initial, or like our target here. That's Eve. We're just trying to go there. And this is our ridiculous little upper stage with its insane amount of Delta V. Trying to slow us down. Oh no, I don't feel like it's enough oomph in that bottom stage, but I really don't know because it's not giving me good readouts. I don't feel like it's calculating appropriately. And now it says 3,000, which is way higher than it initially said. All of this feels like lies. So you know what? I think we're just gonna try it. It might go horribly wrong, but it's only one way to find out. Hey, you come with me. We're going way up here because we have a lot more rocket to build. And I'm gonna need the space. There we go. Okay, all of that is up here now. Love that it decides to zoom me in on the freaking start point all the time still. It's super helpful. Totally not annoying in any way. And then we want a massive fairing here. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's clipping. All right. Let's see here. If I shift you up a little bit. Absolutely massive fairing. Put the whole thing in a fairing, no big deal. That's just to get it off the ground. Like, that is just to get it into space. It's gonna be noodly as all hell, isn't it? Oh no. Okay, hopefully that holds it rigid. I'm not getting my hopes up. Oh, this is gonna wobble like crazy. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's get this monstrosity equipped for actual interstellar flight. God, that looks so tiny on this. How much Delta V is that? 1,000? That's it? Oh, that's, not great. I think that's a lie, though. Also, I forgot a very important section of this. The ludicrous number of parachutes it's gonna need. Just an insane number of parachutes. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Put that back. Okay, now where did all of those parachutes go? Way up there. That's not where we want them. We want those to be in a stage after this, but before this. That detaches. This fairing goes way sooner. Basically, as soon as we're in space, I want this fairing to go away. It's just to get us off of Kerbin. I might even fairing this, although that might be too much. Nah, I'm sure that this is fine. Again, I don't trust these numbers. Oh, it reverted to bop, and I've got a ludicrous amount of Delta V, according to this thing. Yeah, I don't know if I trust these numbers that are being reflected as accurate. So let's just build an absolutely ludicrous rocket. That's what we're gonna build. A ludicrous rocket. Extra large plate. The most powerful engine we can get our hands on. Just ridiculous. That's what that is. It's only 1,000. It's only 1,400 Delta V. Oof. Here's what we can do, though. Do this. Add some more. Absolutely massive fuel tanks. Now this is going to lower our delta V initially. Until I do this. Where is the thing? I actually want to split these up into pairs. Like so. That way I can do, if I find the thing. Oh, what's it hidden under now? There we are, fuel lines. So, we want to split these up. There we go. So that they drop independently. 1, 2. So we want to go from you to you. And from you to you. And what that should do is we drain these and then drop them. And then we drain these and drop them. And then we're just on that centerpiece. So that should give us a ton more fuel. Strut this thing together so it doesn't go anywhere. Try to reduce our wobbly rockets as much as we can. I know the devs think we want that, but hopefully they tone it down at least a bit. It's a little much. I guess just give us back auto strut so I don't have to think about it anymore. This thing is a monster. That's 3,000 Delta V right there. And we're not done. Now, in a 4x symmetry, because we're going to burn these together, we're going to add another set in here. And these guys, yeah, these are going to burn separate of those. These are going to drop when these run out. They look so small. Again, this Delta V is all jacked up. We'll find out the real here in a minute. Oh, game. Oh, it thought I right-clicked. That is not a good sign if that's how long a right click is going to take to load. Oh, why is it so crooked? Oh, it doesn't quite snap perfectly. I hate it. Actually, that might work better. It does give us more boosters as well. Just making sure these things are as duct taped on there as possible. I don't want any movement. Okay, so all of this is gonna fire. Then we're gonna drop these when they run out. Then these will drop when they run out of gas. And then these will drop. I feel like I want to invert that. But there's only one way to find out if any of this works, and that's to test it. Because we've built an absolutely ludicrous device. Like, this is stupid. This is insane. But it's so insane, it might actually just work. And, oh god, the right click is gonna be the death of me. No, I don't care about the stupid nose cones. Okay. Now, this whole thing sits a little high. So I can't just clamp it in. Oh no. Oh lord. Just stop and undo. Whatever just happened, undo. Where'd my ship go? Did it just delete the whole thing? It deleted the whole damn thing. Oh my god. Load. Just load before whatever just happened. Love that they're like, yeah, do this ridiculous challenge, and this is the state of the game right now. I can't... Oh, wait, no, it still exists. It's just in the floor. Why is that not considered... Oh, no. It's done the thing. It's all disconnected from itself. Oh, no. Yep, invalid anchors. Oh, it's all broken. Load a different one. This might be this entire hour of building might be a wash. And we might be starting over. I can't even... Oh, something happened. Okay, where are we in the build? Okay, it's not too far back. So that's nice. Okay. So we managed to salvage it. Let's do a quick rebuild of some things. You can't quite get these in a straight line. It's fine, whatever, they're connected. Okay, so these now are fuel lined up again. Nose cones to keep everything stable. Some struts to keep it from going anywhere. We go. All right, that should hold it stable. Now that still is only 3,000 Delta V, and I want a little bit more. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be annoying. Yeah, it's lining them up is going to be awful with this like this. Yeah, because nothing's gonna line up properly. Okay. And then we need the nice big rockets. Beautiful. They all look roughly the same. This one's a little higher. That looks a little better. Okay, then we get some structure slapped into them. Just make sure none of them go anywhere. I don't even know where this one thinks it's going. Where are you attached? How did you get down there? Whatever. Attach like that. That is not where I clicked at all. It's where these struts just attach whatever they feel like on a regular basis. Whatever. Mission accomplished. They're attached. Now, they're all spread out for some reason, so let's shove them all into there. There we go. And then we're also going to slide all of this down. Excellent. I feel like that should stand up fine. And then we'll see just how much Delta V this monster has. Alright, let's see how ridiculous this thing is. Oh, well, it already broke. It already failed. We didn't even finish loading and it failed. Not quite sure what failed. Let's see, we can add more structure up here. I don't think we did that after the reload. There we go. Bunch of struts up there to help keep everything in place. What failed? That is the question. God, you can't even click on anything. These fairings. I can't get up there now. So bad. These camera controls are awful. Alright, how's that looking? Okay, we're closer. I wish it was just easier to grab this thing and move it. I thought I told you to go back to normal. More. More. I hate that I can't even zoom out far enough to see a rocket of this scale properly. So I'm having to guess. And then scroll, that's too low. Just a little bit up. I think that should be good. Still slightly clipping, I think. Yeah, slightly clipping. Oh no, what did I grab by accident? Okay, we're good. Alright, we're a little bit off the ground. You know what? That's fine at this point. What is going on here? What happened to all of my stages? Do I even want to know? Let's just go to the launch pad and see what happens, because I don't even know what's going on. Yep, it's doing the thing. Fantastic. Somehow, this is all that the ship exists with now. I don't understand how these things occur. But they do, and they occur rather regularly in KSP2, and it's infuriating. Like, especially when, like, you have the dev team, or maybe their community team or whatever, you have the guys who make this game putting out challenges to do things that their game literally cannot do because it's broken. But they keep putting out these weekly challenges as if everything is fine. And nothing is horribly, horribly broken. And oh my god, what just happened over here? Okay. 41 stages? What even just occurred? First of all, parachutes go up here. And not even those parachutes. Those parachutes go way down here. This one goes up here. Where's my big... Alright, there's my booster. Oh god, this is so broken. This is so broken. What is happening? Is this even salvageable? I don't even know if it's loading at this point. Okay. This one thinks everything is real, at least. Let's just try adding a bunch of struts. And we're not gonna move anything, because clearly trying to move stuff to make things work breaks the universe. So we're not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna add some struts. Save. And hit launch and see what happens. Just put it on the launch pad and let's see what happens. Nope, and it broke. Now, with my 1 FPS, I can't even see what broke. Okay. Something is wrong at the bottom, and I honestly have no idea what it is. But I have a potential solution. If it ever loads. God damn it, why does it do that? I don't want to go all the way up there. I came all the way down here and it sends you back to the top. Alright. 1, 2. It's all the way up. Come on. 3, they're higher than their centerpieces. Fantastic. Okay, I think they're even now. Which should help. I think. Maybe. If that was the problem. I honestly don't know. I don't have enough frames when I launch this thing to see what's happening. To actually know what's failing. I just know for some reason it lurched upwards. So... okay, that's a good sign. It didn't explode this time. This thing is massive. Like, obscenely massive. Alright, let's see what happens. absolutely nothing. Awesome. See, this is just... Oh, no. Well, it's not enough thrust. To the Vab. Alright, how far off are we? How far off of a functional rocket are we? Now that it doesn't explode violently when we hit the button, let's see how bad it really is. Okay. Yep, it's gonna do that. We're not that far off, honestly. We're just under 1. Okay, it's messy, but it works. Honestly, this is a very Kerbal thing to do. What's our solution? Strap more rockets on it? Yeah, that's the solution right there. Not design something that makes any sense. Strap more rockets on it. Okay, now we're gonna definitely need some structural stuff to help keep all of this from becoming unwieldy nightmares. I just had a thought. Is this did not duplicate. Because I forgot to click this. Okay, let's try that again. Why is copy not working now? God. Yeah, Control C no longer works. Fantastic. All right, that's a fun bug. There we go, now copy works again. No idea why it stopped, but... 1.2, what? How is it less with all, I'm doing the same thing. How is it going down? Oh, because it's split. There we go. Loads more boosters. I don't know if this is gonna help, but it gives us a positive thrust to weight, which means we get off the ground. And when it inevitably fails, we might just say screw it and go and just make, like, we might just go to Eve and that be the end of things. No return trip, just get there. Because this is turning into a nightmare of me fighting the game more than anything else, because I'm asking far too much of the engine this early in its development. Hey, Celestia. Where did this anchor? Alright, whatever. That anchored backwards, but it's fine. Yeah, more boosters, it's just the Kerbal solution to all of their problems. Rockets not launching, more boosters. You know, we don't need frames, we need boosters. It's the Kerbal solution to all of this. I hate that it's the Kerbal solution to all of this, but, you know, it's at least fitting with the way this game is, and it's fitting with how the first game is. So, you know, the onion rockets were very common in KSP 1. I'm sure they'll be very common in KSP 2. They're not exactly the most efficient things, but it works. Sometimes, anyways. Alright, save this monstrosity and let's try. I don't even think we have an Eve transfer window at the moment, but I don't care. I want to get into orbit. We'll figure out Eve in a minute. Right now, it's just getting off the ground. I hit launch, didn't I? Why am I in the VAB? Why am I hearing explosions? Oh, no. What happened? Oh, no. I'm looking at the VAB, but I'm hearing explosions. I don't think the game is working. Oh, no, I think we broke the game. Well. Okay. I have no idea what just happened, but I think we're pushing this game too far. Just a thought. I cannot turn the camera anymore. I can't interact with things. Okay. I can't even do anything now. I'm getting no... Oh, well, I can do that, but I can't turn the camera. I can interact with the interface, but I can't turn the camera. Or escape now. Okay, this is... It's broken. It has died. It's just... I think we're gonna be done with attempting weekly challenges in this game. after this. This is the last one that I'm even gonna try until we get better. They need to fix this. The glitches, the bugs, the fact that things don't work. The game is not in a good place if you try to do anything complex, and they keep putting out these challenges that are very complex and they do not work. So let's just see what happens if we load. Okay, well, this monstrosity's here. You know what? Yeah, this is before we fixed it and made it actually symmetrical. Go away. All of it. Everything below here, just go away. Okay. Here we are with the thing we know that works. I'm just gonna clear all of these stages and start over. Because at this point, forget coming home, we're just going to Eve. We're just going to Eve, and you know what? We're not even gonna take Val, we're gonna send Tim. You're going to Eve, Tim. Why? Reasons. You know what? I'm tempted to just make this into a lander, officially. This is the one-seater, right? No, it's a... Oh, it's a two-seater. Alright, you two are going to Eve. For reasons. Four-seater lander. Oh, interesting. How big is this? It's quite a bit smaller. Would be easier to land. You know what? No, they're gonna go set up a colony, we're gonna say. Totally, that's what they're going to go do. Let's see. I can put a payload thing on their hat, on the top of them, to make them feel like they're doing something. Look at that. Actually make it look like it's a habitat going in. Yep, that's what we're gonna go with. We are now sending the advanced landing party. That's totally what's happening, and not an excuse to just have a one-way trip. Open. This thing does not snap, and I hate it. Beautiful. So that is our radio tower. It's gonna need a little bit of, it's gonna need power. So let's see here, we'll pop into power. Is it medium? It is medium batteries. Give you a couple of those. Where's the exit? The exit is on that side, so we don't want to cover that. There we go. Some solar panels. Put in a way that's not blocking the egress points or anything. And they're retractable, so they shouldn't be too much drag. Why is it, like, extra extended? Inflatable heat shield? Hmm? Oh, it's buoyant, too. So if we hit water... Oh! Okay! That's actually super helpful! Alright, well, let's get some mono on this thing. Where's the mono propellant? Methane, there's mono. Boop. Boop. We're gonna need some maneuvering thrusters in a nice 4-square pattern, as is customary. We'll offset them so that they don't mess with any egress points. Perfect. We're also going to need some ladders. These can be just one-sided. Alright, and then close. Why can I not open this? There we go. Wasn't technically attached. Okay, and that goes down to there. Now we need some landing legs. Beautiful. And retract that. There is our landing pod. Now we need a way to get it onto the surface safely, which means we're gonna use just a ton of radially mounted parachutes, as is the way. And we are going to mount these in a way to not be in the way, yet again. Now, we do need to test that this contraption works. So before we get much farther, we're going to stack separator. Oh, can I not? This thing doesn't let you put anything on it. Interesting. So even though it's exactly what we need, it's not gonna let us do it. On that side. That is unfortunate. But we can do that. And that should protect the landing legs through the heat shield. Not that heat shield matters right now, but we are building something that could feasibly actually do this. That's kind of our intent. I want this to be functional, even if it is a one-way trip. Oh, you know what I never gave this? A reaction wheel. Where are those now? There we go. Reaction wheel. So this whole thing can actually stay upright. Okay, now we just need to get this really high in the air real quick to test the parachutes. Because we need to make sure that the parachutes are enough to slow this thing down. So we're just going to strap just a ludicrous rocket on it real fast. And see how well this works in coming back down. Okay. And launch. Let's just see how well this is at catching itself. What is happening here? That is one of the main menu ships just kind of chilling at our launch pad. That's interesting. Okay. This game is having some issues. Also, it's sunset. We should probably fix that. Well, it's doing that thing it does where it spins for no good reason. I think we just lost something? What was that? Like, it's spinning. I have no idea why. This is just what rockets do in KSP2. They spin for no logical reason. And there goes that guy again. Alright, let's see if this even works with the parachutes. And then we'll figure out how to make it stop spinning wildly for no good reason. Like, I didn't even give it input. I just hit go, and it spun like crazy. Oh, it's that guy coming back. Descending speed in Kerbin atmosphere is 6, which should be more than slow enough when we arrive at Eve. Eve is a much thicker atmosphere. Make sure this is slow enough for the legs to take the hit. our friend. And the sun is coming through the mountain, which is cool, I guess. Perfect. Just settle. Just settle. Okay, cool. That is confirmation that we have enough parachutes and safety equipment on the top section to successfully make a landing. So now we just gotta get to Eve without the rocket freaking out on the launch pad, for one. Like, I don't understand why my rockets spin at times for seemingly no reason. Like, I can't come up with a reason why it spins. It's not, I mean, it's top heavy, which is what you want in a rocket. It's mostly aerodynamic. I mean, as good as you're gonna get. It's symmetrical in every conceivable way. Why does it spin? Like, nothing about that makes any sense. It just doesn't add up at all. Load of clamps in every conceivable way. Struts. Just strut this thing into oblivion in the hopes that it holds steady. Alright, that should be the top done being wobbly. Like, there's no way that's still wobbly. If that wobbles at this point, like, the game is officially broken. Like, I'm sorry, but it is. Because that's just absurd. How much I've put into that, and it still wants to wobble on a regular basis. How much Delta V is this? 13,000 Delta V. Fantastic. More than enough. Ludicrously more. Let's get this thing into orbit. Hold on, we need to move this whole contraption up and where I can work. There we go. 3 of these and a nice big beefy boy engine. 3,000 Delta V there. 3,400 to get out of, or get off of Kerbin. Honestly, this might be enough. Because once we're up in the upper area, atmosphere, this can take over. Because once it gets into even semi-vacuum, it's so much better. So let's get some clamps going on. Keep this thing from moving at all. Hello. Welcome to the broken game stream. The original plan was to actually do the proper challenge, but at this point, like, I was gonna do the crazy hard one where you come back, but at this point, I just want to get there. Like, it's being that difficult that I just want to get to our objective. I just want to go to Eve. Which is frustrating that the game is being so uncooperative that I can't even do a basic mission without issues. But is what it is. Okay, I think this should be enough to get there. Now, what we're gonna need is, that should be enough mono to get there. Are we even remotely in... I can't go to the tracking station from here. Okay. Annoying. Tracking station. Where is Eve in relation to us, and where do I need it to be to actually get there? Yeah, they need to fix. There we go. Eve. Okay, now. Where's the chart? I don't know why the audio doesn't stay when I tab out anymore, but it doesn't. I want to go from Kerbin to Eve. Departure. Oh my god, this does not help me. I want the picture. I want the stupid picture that tells me the angle. There it is. All right. We are the blue one. I want it behind us by just a bit. So I need to get here relative to Eve. So let's speed up time. Honestly, that doesn't look too far off. Be a little closer. Close enough. Okay, now we need to go and burn for it. So what we need to do is focus on Kerbin. We're gonna make sure that it is daytime on Kerbin, first of all. Fantastic, because we need to burn that way. So we need to go up and that way, because we need to slow down to drop down to Eve. So back to the VAB. Because we should have, yeah, we got more thrust to weight. We have a higher, we're higher than 1. We have enough delta V to get up there. We have enough delta, we have more than enough delta V once we get out of the atmosphere. In fact, I could just go vertical if I wanted and then just fly from there because I just have that much delta V. Yeah, just absurd. Absurd amounts. This will get us up there. I could just go straight up and then burn if I wanted. Because all of this... Well, that's to get if I wanted an orbit. I'm just gonna burn straight for the surface. So maybe I do want a little bit more? I probably want to fly this correctly. Or I could just, you know, throw some boosters on it to give us that little extra bit of oomph on the way out. We're gonna save. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna save. This should be enough, honestly. Let's just try it. What could go wrong? Worst case, I revert and we try again with boosters. Okay. Please don't wobble. That's all I'm asking right now. And that guy's back. As he's just gonna come along with us on our journey. You can do it. We might want those boosters after all. We're not exactly accelerating very quickly here. We'll see how much Delta V we have once this stage runs out. Have the control, am I? It's just gonna flip. This is my reoccurring problem with the game. I cannot gravity turn in this game because this happens. Every time I try to gravity turn, it flips. Every single time. And I cannot get it to not do that. SAS doesn't help. SAS will have it flip as well. I've tried everything you can possibly think of. I tapped just once on D and then held A and it flipped. I gave every bit of gas in the opposite direction and it just didn't care. Like, it doesn't care. Once it's moving, it's flipping and there's nothing you can do about it. That is my big frustration with the game engine right now, is it just doesn't function for gravity turns for any attempts I've made. I don't know if it's a physics issue. I have no idea. I've yet to get a rocket to gravity turn successfully. I've just had to brute force straight up every time. It's the only way to make it work. Tutorials. I have 400 hours in KSP 1. I don't need tutorials. I have put more time into this game than any sane person ever should. The sequel should not be this difficult to work with. More struts, because we don't have auto strut, and I don't trust a damn thing in this game right now. Wobbly rockets. Okay, more thrust. You go up here, because I want to drop you at some point. That gives me... Why does it say I have less? I gave more thrust. How do I have less Delta V? That doesn't make any sense. I have a higher thrust to weight. How do I have a lower... It's broken. I'm just going to assume that it's broken. Just assume that the stupid thing is broken. Alright, let's try this again. We're not wobbling, so that's a good sign. I wish this guy would go away. I know it's early access, it's just, it's frustrating when, like, designs that, minus the giant ball section, it would have just been more of the narrow pieces. Designs that would have worked in KSP 1 don't work for unexplainable reasons in KSP 2. And that's frustrating, as somebody with a ridiculous amount of hours into KSP 1. It's like, okay, I've built something that should work. Flips for no reason. Okay, more speed. I like that. We definitely had more oomph off the ground. I'll just gravity turn later. I'll try that. Get out of the atmosphere. I want to say it's the atmospheric drag on the nose is too high once you start turning, but I have no idea. I've not found a workaround either. It does feel like once you start to turn, the nose just flips. Like it catches the air and flips. Because normally, like, this is where I'd want to gravity turn. Right as I cross into this lighter atmosphere. Do a little later than usual. Alright, give it a tap. Gently turn. Gently turn. Oh. Not too much. Not too much. No, come back, come back, come back, come back. Oh, my frames for some reason. Okay. Not very efficient, but we're up here. Ah! What is happening? What just... Why am I spinning? Unspin! Nose heavy is actually what you want with rockets. Funny enough, you want them to be heavy at the top. It's just a weird thing with rockets, because all your thrust is in the back. You want the heavy weight in the front, like a dart. I don't have control of the rocket. I have completely lost control of the rocket. I keep hitting the dude. That's what's happening. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do... I don't know how far back that would actually send me. Revert to launch. We're gonna reload from the main menu and see if that gets rid of the floaty guy. Because he is actively hindering my flight. Because he is real. Why? Okay. It's fine. Main menu. Save and exit. Let's try to get rid of him. I don't understand what is happening with this game. Please get rid of the floaty guy. He was funny at first. Now he's annoying. Okay, he's gone. Great. Now, where's Eve? Okay, Eve is behind us. Fantastic. So, if we burn that's up towards the sun like we're supposed to, and then just keep burning, we will slow down and should meet up with Eve. That's the logic here. We should be able to do this in one burn. Nope, no countdown this time apparently. We're actually going to use more of the boosters than the main rocket here. Try to save on some fuel. We're spinning. Come on, I'm holding back the other way. It's just not enough. You cannot gravity turn in atmosphere. I'm giving it everything to try to pull it back. Get rid of that extra weight. Why is it spinning? Why is it spinning that way? Okay. Now we're just spinning to spin. Why? This is why I'm not playing this game more right now. This right here. It's unexplainable, wonky bugs that don't make any sense none of this makes sense. It should not happen like these issues should not exist. And I don't understand what to do to fix them. Okay, I have a new plan. We're gonna be inefficient, but I don't care. We're getting up there. Come on, why are we spinning? There's nothing here. Why are you spinning? Come on. Oh, come on. It just refuses. Yep, as soon as I, like, this is what's happening. Like, it's... You just encounter weird bugs and lose control of your craft. And there's nothing you can do about it. It just refuses to operate properly. And it's not rotating even a little bit. Like, it just refuses to give any sort of control here. Alright, one more attempt. And then I'm just gonna give up on it for today. There's another patch coming, maybe it'll help. I'm not getting my hopes up. Because the last patch was supposed to fix these kind of things, and it didn't. Even a little. The same spinning bugs still exist. I mean, I could try adding wings, but that kind of defeats the whole point of a rocket. So you're not supposed to need wings. Right? Again, you shouldn't really need stabilizers. And if I have to rely on stabilizers just to get out of the atmosphere, that's still not going to help the whole space spinning problem. Which I don't know why we're spinning in space. Like, we were spinning up here in no atmosphere land. Like, there's so little drag up there. Why are we still spinning? Drifting off target, because of course we are. It's like it's just too heavy or something. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's wanting to flip the wrong way, but that doesn't make any sense in physics, so I have no idea why it's doing this. Alright, you guys go away. Now, in theory, we should just be able to burn from here. And go. Burn and go. That is our plan. We're gonna leave some space debris, but I'm okay with that. Come on, just get me parallel. Close enough. Okay. Now, supposedly they fixed this. No, not Kerbin. I want... They have not fixed this. Fantastic. Yeah, you cannot mess with maneuver nodes without being in real time. That is not helpful in the slightest. Damn it, don't unlock the damn thing. Don't have enough time for this. Okay, that'll have to do. For now. We'll do an adjustment. Come on. Burn. Alright, this is where we're gonna get a huge kick in speed, though. When this runs out. This is a much more efficient engine for up here in space. Are we falling? I think we might have botched this. In attempting to make it efficient, we may have screwed it up. Come on, just give me an escape, and we'll just call it good. struggling with the game is not helping with all of this. Alright, we're rising. That's good. We're on the way back out of dipping into the atmosphere a little bit. There we are. Alright, stop for a second. Okay, now we need to get our inclination right. So we need to point normal? No. This one. Radial out? This is confusing. Because it would be normal if we were in solar orbit, but we're not yet. Okay, I think our problem here is we're just not able to do what we want to do just yet. We may need to change spheres of influence. I'm really not sure. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Face this way for now. We're going to wait until we are out of Kerbin's sphere of influence, I think. Alright, yeah, you hang out there. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get a maneuver, maybe. See if I can't get this thing to dial in. Is this the better way to go? So I want to be, like, here. As best we can, because then I have the least amount of energy I have to spend trying to match with the planet's speed. Come on. I know we're in the right general window for getting there. I just gotta dial it in. Did we just do the far side? Oh. There we go. We're in. Whoa, too far. Nope, wrong way. This is gonna be close. Perfect. That's what we want to shoot for. Aim there and burn, and let's try to get as close as possible. Now, supposedly we're going to be able to pause and mess with maneuver nodes, which will be very nice in the future. Okay, now kill this. Bring me back in here. Because we want to... This is going to be where it gets real delicate. This is where we're in that fine-tuning mode, because every tiny little bit is a huge change, because we're putting tiny bits of energy in here for a very long way off shot. Okay, now just a little bit, because we're gonna come in here and go this way, right? No, this is my exiting, so I'm gonna come in this way. Oh, we're going the wrong way. See if I can invert. Nope, that's the wrong way. I guess we're always going to be coming against it, aren't we? It's not much I can do about that. Oh, too much. It's okay, we can fix it. We don't want to land directly into it. We want this to be... We want to build this in a way that it is doable in the future. When, you know, re-entry heating is a thing. As, you know, technically functional it is to just fly straight into it right now, that's not functional in the long run. Okay, that was too much. It's the tiniest little touches. Okay, that's gonna have to do, and we're gonna have to just make it work from there. So now what we do is, well, we wait. Bye, Kerbin. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because we slowed down to catch up. In order to leave Kerbin, we slowed down, which is just silly, but makes sense when you understand the physics of orbital mechanics. Just let Kerbin fall away. Well, technically, we're falling away from Kerbin because Kerbin is going faster than us. So, Kerbin's leaving us behind, which is not the normal direction I go in KSP. I'm usually going faster than Kerbin to go out to, like, Jewel to hit Lathe. That's one of my usual stops. And some of the other locations way out there. Oh, there we are. We're officially in the Kerbal sphere of influence. So we're in the solar influence now. Which means we're basically just waiting to wrap all the way around to here. So we can catch up to Eve. So go faster, because this is going to be a long wait. You can see Eve coming around. It actually gets in front of us. I might have done this window too late, but we're going to make it work. Because the optimal positioning is to catch the planet the opposite side of your orbit from where you leave Kerbin, or wherever you're leaving from. That is optimal, because then you're at your periapse, so you have the least amount of energy to burn to match distance, match speeds. Because you've gotten as close to that planet's speed as you possibly can while making such a journey. I just thought of something. We never deployed our solar panels. And we might need that out here. There we go. We'll retract those again when we go for entry. But those might actually be, you know, helpful in deep space. We've been out here for a while with no solar panels deployed. That was probably silly. But thankfully, electric charge doesn't seem to matter all that much unless you're running xenon engines. So, we have that going for us, I guess. You can see Eve is now approaching us, or we're approaching Eve, whichever way you want to look at it. And there we go. We're in the sphere of influence of Eve. Which means we might even be able to see it. Yep, there it is. There's our purple destination. Okay, so while that's happening, we are going to focus. And right on our periaps, we are going to create a maneuver node to get captured. And we do want to land on the sunny side. So we're going to bring this in. Where are we at? 400. Come on. 150, still too much. $99, close enough. Okay, that's going to be our first maneuver, and then we'll maneuver again to circularize, or actually, more likely, we'll just burn to descend from there. So set that to face our node. Oh, that's the wrong one. I just set it to face the, This is the maneuver node. This one is the pro and retrograde relative to target, which is not what we want. We want maneuver node location, because we're going to prep for it ahead of time, way out here. So when we get there, we're already facing the right direction and can just burn. And it's going to be a lengthy burn, because we are coming in very fast. I'm terrified to overspeed this. We'll take it nice and gentle. Okay. Minute and a half till burn time. Speed this up just a little bit. Alright, and now we burn until our periapse hits about 100 kilometers, and then we'll cut. Gonna be a very long burn even with hydrogen. Come on. Get that apoapsis into a number that's real. There we go. We're officially captured. We are captured by Eve. Now we just need to actually descend into a proper orbit. And then we'll, once we've got our periapsis down to about 100 kilometers, we will prep for the second descent burn. Because from 100 kilometers, a descent should be nice and gentle. I swear these maneuver nodes do not work 100%, but whatever. In fact, you know what? We don't even need the maneuver node anymore. Just slow us down. That periapsis where we want it. Come on. Did we overdo it? Where are we at? Perfect. Well, at least close enough. Now we're going to do the same thing where we set up a new maneuver node just so I can face the right direction. Because I want to land roughly there. I should slow down by the atmosphere more and land somewhere closer to here. But that should be perfect. Face our maneuver node. Because now we gotta wrap the planet. Plenty of RCS, so I have no problem just leaving it on. Okay. And then speed up. It's gonna be a much shorter burn, and will be our descent burn. But I can't really tell where land is on this planet all that well. It's fine. Although we could just straight burn. Screw it, we're just gonna straight burn. And try to hit this land down here. What could go wrong, right? I think that's land anyways. We'll just burn retro until we're descending. I honestly have no idea if that's land or sea below us. While we're burning, we need to retract the solar panels. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. I want to try to hit nice and center of the daytime. That should be good. Alright, we're definitely coming in. So, goodbye, hydrogen ball. You've served us well. And now we simply descend. We are completely unpowered. There are no engines on this vehicle. Come on. Get in the atmosphere. Why are you not facing retro? Do you not... There we go. Now you should animate properly. Oh, the frames. Oh, the frames. Okay, back to 1 speed. There we go. Whew. It's kind of okay at 2, but 4 was too much. Honestly, it might actually be faster in real time if we just leave it in 1 speed. Because of the frame rate loss. Alright, we are officially touching the atmosphere. So we will start slowing down now. We are over ground, so that's good. Keeping us facing retrograde, make sure that our heat shield faces into our direction of travel. Oh, you can hear the wind. Oh, that's just the RCS trying desperately to keep up with this. This is the barrier. Once we cross this barrier, we are in the atmosphere. That's the barrier where we would start seeing re-entry heat once it's added. So, given our knowledge about, my knowledge about re-entry heat, we are going slow enough with the heat shield at a shallow enough angle that we should be able to survive that. We're about 2 kilometers a second when we hit the atmosphere bit that would cause re-entry heating. We should survive that with re-entry heating. Keyword should because, well, this game has been a little buggy lately. As we've demonstrated. Oh, it's such a thick atmosphere, too. Oh, there we go. We're auto ground. We're so close to the ground now, it's switched. Alright, we are over land, and we are slowing down drastically. We're still very high up. Still over land. I think we're gonna stay over land as well. I think I can kind of make out where the land is. I think we're coming straight in now. Yeah, definitely over land, and we've lost pretty much all angular momentum. We are falling straight down into the planet. Wow, this atmosphere is super dense. "20 kilometers up, and we are barely moving." Look at that, we're slowing down even more because of the air density. I think we packed so many parachutes, we're barely gonna move once we pop the parachutes out. This is a long descent, just in free fall. Oh, we're gonna pop parachutes way later than 5K, I think, at the rate we're falling. Especially now that we're in the densest part of the atmosphere, we're barely doing 150 meters a second, and we're slowing down. Our terminal velocity is going to be very slow. I'm thinking like 2 kilometers. Well, maybe we'll play it safe and do like 3. Can't even see the ground yet. I'm getting a little worried about the fact that I don't see the ground. Screw it, we're doing it now, because I don't trust that I can't see anything yet. The fact that I can't see anything down there is worrying. We know we're over land, but I can't see it. Okay, turn off SAS. Go into actual just proper descent mode. No interactions from our side. We are just descending now, letting the parachutes do their things. I mean, we're almost there. We're under 3 kilometers. There, we can see the land! We can see the ground! It's actually a lot more land here than I thought. I always thought of Eve as like a watery planet. It's actually got a lot of dirt. If it wasn't for the ridiculously dense atmosphere, I'd think about putting a base out here. I mean, they could add some resource in the atmosphere that we'll need, so there might be a reason to actually have bases here, but for now, it's like, why would I bother with how hard it is to get here? Oh my God, look how slow we're moving. Alright, definitely speeding this up, because that's ridiculous. Oh, the frames. Okay, maybe we're not speeding it up. Oh, those frames. Does not like what we're asking it to do. So many parachutes because I'm paranoid about the weight. I also kind of want to be able to use this lander structure for any atmospheric planet that exists. So I built it to work on Kerbin with a good margin of safety, and that means I can take it to a lower atmosphere planet and it should work okay. It should still be within a safe value. Eve is just the second densest atmosphere in the entire game, so it's a little overkill for Eve, but if I want to reuse the rocket for other missions, I have a functional rocket. Oh yeah, I probably could have gotten away with, like, maybe a parachute. But for reusing purposes, I covered it just to be safe. Like a lot of people out there, they blow up their Kerbals quite regularly. I try to keep as many of mine alive as possible. There's a reason the main 4 aren't on this mission. Jeb and Val and Bill and Bob are all back at the KSC, nice and safe, where I can keep them alive. They're my test pilots, and they're busy flying my ridiculous jets. They don't have time to be going out on one-way missions to Eve. Oh God, the frame rate is so low. That gives us more frames, so it's actually going slightly faster. Yeah, I'm doing a one-way mission with all of these guys, but I don't care about these guys. They're here to set up a base. They're here for this is the first wave of the colonization effort. Don't tell them we're not sending a second wave. They totally signed up for this. They'll live. They brought snacks. They can plant things. Also, I'm pretty sure Kerbals are like plant-based, so they can photosynthesize, so they'll be fine. I can see rocks on the ground. I mean, they're green. The only green things I know of in anything can photosynthesize, so, you know, green equal plant in my mind. They're green. Kerbals are green. They're different shades of green. Can't wait for them to add, like, science and stuff to this, so I have a reason to bring more junk out here. Alright, we get to 50. I'm gonna go into 1 times. We'll do the last little bit of descent in normal speed. Like, I brought all this stuff. I don't need anything. Like, there's no reason to come out here yet. It's just to see if we can right now and try to get the game to actually work. Alright, here we are. Real time, landing on Eve. This is a very slow descent because I got paranoid about not being able to see the land. And touchdown. Success! I'm a little worried about the ladder. So, because it does clip through. I can't get rid of this, can I? No, it's just kind of there. Alright, let's get the solar panels deployed. Open up our nose here. So we can deploy the antenna. Get communications going. There we go. And we have a fully functioning base location. Alright, I've officially in KSP2 landed on Eve and Lathe and the moon successfully. A lot of the time has been spent struggling to make it work, but hey, we got it to work. Hey Tim, why don't you get out and plant the flag or something? I'll just let go. There you go. Come here, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping by. And plant the flag. Yeah, good job, buddy. Now, can you get back in? Oh, why are you... You feel heavy. I think the gravity's higher on Eve. Okay, we can clip on through. Okay, and he's back inside his home. We've planted a flag and we've made it to the location. Great success. We'll just pretend that this is actually stuff to set up a colony here, because none of that stuff is in yet. And, can I recover? Oh, I can't recover from anywhere anymore. Unfortunate. So we'll just, back to the Space Center. We've made it. We put them out there. We made it to Eve. This did not go according to plan. We didn't get quite what I'd want out of everything. I just could not get the game to let me build the ridiculous rocket that I wanted. It took them almost 2 years, or basically 2 years to make it out there, which is ridiculous. But yeah, we've successfully made it to Eve. And I am going to call that a victory. So I'm going to wrap up the stream there. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Space Game Saturday. I already have the room up for the weekend games. So tomorrow we're doing Everspace 2. I know we're kind of doing back-to-back space games, but oh well. Yeah, so we're doing Everspace 2, and then we're doing RPG Sunday is Final Fantasy this week, because I need to get caught up in that. So we're going to do that. But for now, that is going to be all. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye!